But it is rather enjoyable. Here is Senator Mike Lee. And this is what is sort of amazing about this. They are so terrified of Donald Trump's voters, in other words, their own Republican base, that they have to leave the door open, even when Donald Trump has just gone beyond the pale. So in other words, what they're saying is he's gone beyond the pale, but he hasn't really gone beyond the pale. I think you'll understand my point when you hear Steve Malzberg on the Steve Malzberg show on Newsmax TV. Interviewing Senator Mike Lee from Utah. And recall that Hillary Clinton is leading in Utah by 4 or 5 points in the latest polls. I don't know if that will be sustainable, but I don't know. Has there ever been a time where Utah has voted for a Democratic president?
Certainly not in the modern political era.
All right, here is Steve Malzberg.
You know, trumpeting Trump.
Hey, look, Steve, I get it. You want me to endorse Trump.
Well, I don't understand why you're not really.
Really well.
Yeah.
We can get into that if you want. I mean, we can get into the fact that he accused my best friend's father of conspiring to kill JFK. We can go through the fact that he's made some statements that some have identified correctly as religiously intolerant. We can get into the fact that wildly unpopular in my state, in part because my state consists of people who are members of a religious minority church, people who were ordered exterminated by the governor of Missouri in 1838, and statements like that make them nervous. Now, look, these things are not something that I couldn't get over if I heard the right things out.
Wait, what? These things are not things that I couldn't get over if I heard the right things out of his mouth. Like, I don't know. Let's see what they could be.
But if you want to go to why it is I have concerns, I can go on if you'd like.
Well,
I hope I can get over these concerns. I hope Mr. Trump can help me identify them. But don't sit here and tell me, Steve, that I have no reason to be concerned about Donald Trump.
Now, let's try and contemplate what Donald Trump could say. He could say your friend's dad didn't try and kill JFK. He just accidentally killed JFK.
He was at the planning parties where Joe Pesci was cross-dressing in that bad wig. I mean, you saw the Oliver Stone movie. You know all the gay people in New Orleans with the Cubans and the CIA that killed Kennedy? Ted Cruz's dad was at the parties. But he wasn't at the grassy knoll or anything. I mean, look, it's totally forgivable.
Maybe Trump could come out and say that he is not going to order all Mormons to be executed. He could say that.
Mormons are generally white, so I'm not really talking about them, Mike. I mean, you're being a little paranoid.
Well, again, I'm not going to tell you anything. I was asking you. I wasn't telling you. I just, to me, the concerns that you should have about Hillary Clinton would dwarf most of, if not all, in my view, I can't speak for you, of what you just said. She's under FBI investigation. She takes monies from countries that kill gays, that treat women like garbage. We know about the email scandal. I mean, the list goes on. The Clinton Foundation.
She takes money. I guess he's talking about the
Global Initiative
Clinton
stuff.
Global Initiative. It's really impressive because Steve Malzberg has such a long history of promoting LGBT issues and promoting equal rights for women. He's been a stalwart on those issues.
The conflict of interest, I mean, the corruption, the lifelong corruption. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And the first thing on your list was, again, with all due respect, he said that my best friend's father, killed Kennedy, or was involved in it. So I hope it's not personal.
Right. He said that. He actually.
All right,
said
but that's
he
your.
He said that without any scintilla, without a scintilla of evidence. Now that concerns me. Again, I hope I can get over this because I can't vote for Hillary. I know there's no possibility of that. What I am saying is that Donald Trump can still get a lot of votes from a lot of conservatives like me, but I would like some assurances on where he's going to stand his ground. I'd like some assurances that he's going to be a vigorous defender for the U.S. Constitution, that he's not going to be an autocrat, that he's not going to be an authoritarian. that he's not somebody who's going to abuse a document to which I've sworn an oath to uphold and protect and defend. I'm sorry, sir, but that is not an unreasonable demand.
Okay, sure. I understand, and I appreciate the back and forth, sir. And
I want to make sure that Donald Trump will not physically rape the Constitution.
Just go with it.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, I have to do
But
it.
it's just amazing that you have. I mean, yeah. Granted, it is Utah, and that's the only reason why. And despite the fact, I mean, imagine like Utah is turning its back on Donald Trump, and still Mike Lee is afraid. He's afraid to come out and say, like, I'm not going to support this guy. I'll vote for, I don't know, Gary Johnson or whomever. He's afraid to even do that.
Dad, I killed JFK. I was in Illinois. I killed him.
Oh, my God.
Did he intentionally call Ted Cruz his best friend twice, or was it just once?
No, Ted Cruz is one of his best friends.
No, it's his best friend.
His
He's on the record. Best
BFF.
friend. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Malzberg's that was amazing. It was just like, yeah, whatever. Look, he's really mean to gay people. Can't we all
Right.
get behind supporting them and women?
Unbelievable.
I mean, that's really why I got into politics. That's why I'm at Newsmax.
Hello, you. I'm Sam Seder. Looking for smart progressive talk that is occasionally amusing? Well, subscribe to our YouTube feed. Subscribe to our podcast. Like us on Facebook. And just generally enjoy us.